How much money can you make off of a podcast? It's a really good question. My name is Brando Linick. Hey, what's going on, guys? When it comes to podcasting, doing this on the internet, that's what we're going to talk about, online business. If you're just looking at this, the amount of money you can make off of a podcast is determined by the approach you take, and there's a lot of approaches. I'm going to share two basic ones. Now, these are just two. There's a lot of other ones out there, but these are just two of them. Advertising, okay, so actually having ads play through your podcast. Now, you can do this in two ways too, right? You can have ads that actually play through other people listening, like your listeners listening to the podcast. Or what you could do is you could have a blog, a website, a hub, a central hub where people connect with you, and you could have advertising on that blog. Now, the problem with that is you literally, pardon me, I'm going to get some water here in a second, I've got a dry throat, but you literally need to get tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands, I'm not exaggerating here, of visitors. That's eyeballs. So if I were to come to your site, that's one visitor, all right? You need to get hundreds of thousands of visitors every month to your site to make money off of advertising. That's just the case, or else people aren't going to want to advertise on you. And if you do Google AdSense, where Google puts ads on your site, you're not going to get paid that much because Google charges you per click and per impression, which an impression, one impression, all right, you're not going to get paid anything. They charge you per 1,000. That's 1,000 people, all right, per 1,000 impressions. And if you do the metrics and you ever do your research on this, I'm not going to, it's really boring research, so I wouldn't encourage you to do it. But, you'll look at the impressions and how much you can make from 1,000 people coming to your blog, and it's like sometimes 0.2 of a cent. It's not even a penny, it's 0.2, so it's ridiculous. You need literally thousands of people coming to your site, tens and hundreds of thousands of people coming to your site if you want to do advertising to make money off of a podcast. So if people are coming to your podcast website, they want to listen to your podcast, when they come there, per 1,000 impressions, you'd be able to make money, but you need lots of impressions to do it. So I hope that makes sense. I know it's way above a lot of your heads, but that's okay because that's just one way, and I'm not dogging it. This is something I used to do, and then I transitioned over to this second approach that I think is the best thing you could do, hands down, and that is, first and foremost, having a blog. Having a central hub is very essential. You need to have your own piece of real estate out there on the internet. If you don't have your own piece of real estate, meaning you don't have a home, a blog, where people can interact with you and get to know you and know what you're about, I don't care if you're doing a podcast or you're a real estate agent just in general, you're not going to make money on the internet. You're not going to be able to build up a sustainable business because business nowadays is more so lucrative on the internet than it ever has been before. Why? Because that's where everyone's attention is. Everyone's on their mobile device. Everyone's watching YouTube rather than TV. I mean, everyone is just on the internet nowadays, and it's crazy. So if you're not on the internet, you're missing the big boat here, all right? But that said, when it comes to this second approach, you need to have a blog, and on your blog, instead of advertising where you need tens and hundreds of thousands of visitors to make money, you can have less visitors, literally less than like 1,000 or 100 coming to your site every single month, and you can make a steady stream of income. How? Well, on your blog, you can still post your podcast, all right? You can upload your podcast on there, talk to people, engage with people on your blog. But on the side of that, what you can do is actually sell a product and service. You can do affiliate or network marketing where you have a product and service that other company has created for you, okay? As long as it's, matching your integrity, it pays you what you're worth, and it helps other people. If it helps other people get results, whether that's a financial result or a life-changing result, whether it's like losing weight or something, if you can get into a product and service that helps change people's lives, you can promote it on your blog where you post your podcast, and you can make money. How? Well, when you put on your blog, your podcast, let's say you upload a podcast, in the very bottom of that podcast, you can put a PS description box, right? Like an author bio description telling you a little bit about yourself. But instead of telling you about yourself, because they already know because you're on your blog, what you can do is say, hey, PS, if you enjoyed this podcast, you enjoy listening to this podcast, if you'd like to learn additional information of how Charles is making, $5,000 a month from home using the internet, if you want to learn how to do this and how he was able to too, click this link right now and watch this video for more information, right? And then when they click it, they can watch more information about that product and service that trains them on how to do that, and they can make a decision whether to buy or not. And you can make more money off of less people coming to your site that way because you're not reliant on impressions. You're not reliant on 1,000 people coming to your site to make $1 or 2 cents. All right, so I hope that makes sense. You can have less people. You don't have to create your own product and service when it's affiliate network marketing. Companies have products and services out there, and you can just promote it through your blog. But if you don't know how to get people to your blog, you don't know how to blog effectively, you don't know how to actually, create content effectively, you're going to be a dead fish in the water. So I would encourage you, before any of this, learn to market yourself and actually build a business and income online. Learn to actually make an income and make sales online, and then you can take that and incorporate it for yourself in your own creative way. But once you learn that education, that process, it doesn't matter what you're promoting, you can promote anything. So I hope that makes sense. I know I'm reiterating myself, but it's for good cause, okay? Because I know a lot of people complicate this, and it's not that complicated. In fact, just going back a couple months ago, it wasn't until I learned from a multiple six-figure earner on the internet, after scouring the internet and failing online for years, came across this person who is making lots of money, that when I modeled and copied them, because they're making a ridiculous amount of money online without chasing people around, and they're just creating content and stuff, when I modeled them, it took me from zero to being able to, in 3 months, create a full-time income business on the internet, working part-time, generate up to 30 leads per day, people coming to me every single day without me going to them. So this stuff does work, guys. It can definitely work for you. That's just the best tip I can give you, all right? Model someone who's willing to share with you how to build a business and income online. Then you can take it and apply it to any product or service you're willing to and wanting to promote through your blog, which you share your podcast on. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that's clear. It's been fun talking with you, a little bit long here, but if you'd like to learn more information about building an income in business, using attraction marketing systems, learning to market yourself online, using systems, that way it doesn't matter the opportunity or business, and you want to learn to do this on the internet to create time freedom, quit your job, make some extra money, all right, or do a hobby of yours. If you're serious about it, connect with me on my site. It's 123marketingtips.com. Link will be in the description, and I'll see you guys on the beach of the world. Take care.